All righty, everybody. Welcome to the Keith Leal Radio Show, live show, actually, on this Sunday, fun day. And for the very first time, right here on the show, we would like to welcome Raquel Ramirez. Okay, so Raquel is from Fresno, California. That's right.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful day and it's great to start off this way. So thank you so much for having me, Keith.
no problem, no problem. Like I said, we appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to be here with us. I know you had a show last night there, and what was it, in Fresno last night? Where was the
Yeah,
show?
it was
Yeah.
in Fresno at Yosemite Falls Granite Park and it was wild. It was it was
I bet it
crazy.
was.
I mean, like the tickets and everything went on sale months ago, but it sold out with like the tickets sold out within like weeks, like a week or two. And
Hmm.
then like the last, I don't know, couple days before the show, and Ed was like, "Hey, you have any more tickets?" I'm like, "No, I'm so sorry." But it was great. Yeah, it was me and Tortilla Soup with Robert Payne and Pepe Marquez,
Hmm.
my manager, and it was a wild, good time.
Awesome, awesome. So, and
You could
it
hear
is,
from my voice.
yes, I mean, like we were talking earlier offline, and she's got a little cracking in her voice. But again, she performed last night.
Yeah.
It's going to happen, and it's early in your day over there right now. So we're just about past 12 o'clock noon over there.
Yeah, just at noon.
Yeah, so it's still early, so give her some time to warm that voice back up. But she's here with us right now, and again, we appreciate you taking the time. So a lot of you people out there are probably wondering who is Raquel, okay? And I've gotten calls and messages, throughout the week as well. Well, Raquel is from Fresno, California, a Mexican American high-end singer, and before we get to rolling to all your other music that you got out currently right now, we want to shed some light on your career, how it all begun for you.
Yeah, I mean, like, goodness, I'll give you like the high overview. But I've been singing since little. My dad got me a karaoke machine. I think I was like in fourth grade. And as soon as he put that mic in there, it was literally like he would play guitar and I would sing. Like it was like
Hmm.
that. And so I started singing and my first like little show was in fourth grade. I did the Selena disco medley and I
Okay.
killed it. And I was like, oh my God, like this is what it feels like. And just after that, I started in with my family band. I got a call from my mom, and
Hmm.
I got home from work, and I was like my early 20s, and she's like, "Hey, your cousins, they have a band. They're looking for a singer. Like, would you like to go to band practice?" I'm like, sure. So I went and in Reedley, California, and they're still playing to this day. They're called the Fabulous Enchantments,
Okay.
the Salsitas, and yeah. And so I started, singing with them, and then as I just started, like, picking up more and more, I don't know, like venues and music. Anytime like a local band would need support, I would go in and support them.
Hmm.
Classic All Stars, the Valley Cats. Goodness, I could just kind of go on and on. And then shortly after that, I went on with August, the band
Hmm.
August.
Okay.
Amazing group of musicians. I mean, they all are, like being a singer. And I guess just like me being like, yeah, I could do that. And yeah, I can help you. And like, yeah, I just loved it. I love doing that. And just the crowd connection overall.
Uh-huh.
But the musicians, just
Outstanding.
I could just I could get really like in my feelings about it. But like
Uh-huh.
these group of musicians just across the board, and not just with like August. Like the band August is insanely amazing, and such talented group of individuals, and just they just grow to be family. But like all the different bands, they've just
Hmm.
taught me
Yeah.
so much, and understanding my craft and honing in on it like on a stronger level. And that's just kind of like how I started, and
Hmm.
getting going from there. But going into like the label,
Yes.
years down the road, you got a call, and it was with Carlos Guillen
Carlos
and Pepe
Guillen. Uh-huh.
Marquez. The label
Wow.
with La Cima Music, and we had a few, meetings, and then I drove down that way and they're like, yeah, would you like to come over here and we could just meet and greet and so on. I'm like, sure. Went over, jumped in the booth and knocked out Postman actually. And after that it was like, all right,
All right, let's
let's
get it
do
going. Yeah, let's do this. That is awesome, and that was your debut single. The Please Mr. Postman was your debut single, which we will get to that in here in just a bit right now. So again, you guys that are tuned in right now, share the video as well, please. Just share it with everyone out there. We're talking with Raquel from Fresno, California. Okay, she's got some music here. What would you uh, I guess I would say label your music as, or your genre? Would you put it just where would you put that at right now? And I'm sure
I
people that have not heard all your music, but I know Tocame has been played here at the radio station, which is sort of like a cumbia, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, you have another two different ones, which is some like Latin soul, you know what I mean, but in English and all this other stuff. It's just great. It's just great. You got that sound, this distinctive sound, you know.
Yeah. Well, I would definitely say right now we are doing soldies.
Hmm.
That's all like, we hone around like the I Love You So, and I know we'll probably, get to that shortly, but that's
Hmm.
on Danny Trejo, the Trejo compilation, volume one, soldies volume one. But definitely soldies. And then when I did the Visalia show and opened for AB and
Hmm.
some of the whole Cumbia Kings and so on, it was all circled around like a very like reggaeton pop feel to it.
Right.
And
Yes.
again, Carlos Guillen wrote and just produced all of that music and I had backup dancers and it was cool and we were like,
Amazing.
oh.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
it's always a lifetime, but yeah. So
Right.
Tocame is really circled around like that pop reggaeton and like cumbias
Hmm. Yeah.
and so on. So good
Yeah,
stuff.
that's awesome. And we'll get to that too if they have not heard it yet. But everybody that's tuned in that's live with us throughout the entire world, share the video, you know what I mean? So that way we can get the music out as well. Again, you know, the debut single was Mr. Postman. You know, she's got another single, Tocame, right now that's out. Another one that we'll talk about here shortly in just a few more minutes. Uh, so you're currently right now working on an album, right?
Yes.
And these
Yeah.
these are these three tracks or two tracks that you have right now are currently on there. So you're just waiting to follow up on there to get another single or to finish up the album. Do you know how late, or would you have a release date, or I guess I would say of how what month?
Wow. We actually just finished it.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
Awesome.
So
Congratulations to you.
thank you. So we just finished everything. Carlos is polishing up everything, and then ironing out all the details. But I Love You So is on there. All circled around like, the whole soldies and
Hmm.
it's gonna be fire. And this album, well, my first album is gonna be probably like in a month or so. It's going to
Hmm.
be very, very soon. Very, very soon.
Wow. Amazing.
And so many originals.
Hmm.
Like when this album drops, y'all are going to be listening to music like for the first time that I
Hmm.
haven't even, released or even like gave a snippet of anything. So it's going to be, and it's all fire. It's straight fire.
Nice, nice, nice. I definitely can't wait for that. You know, for the album to come. You know, you're making it sound like it's real exciting now, so it's like the music is to come. So be on the lookout for that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll definitely have it for you here on the station as well. And speaking of Carlos Guillen, Danny Trejo, a lot of people out there being like, okay, Carlos Guillen and Danny, that's how did you cross paths with them? But before we do that, we would like to show a couple of photos here so that way people get a familiar face with who we're talking about. As I know a lot of people out in California are familiar with Danny Trejo, también also Carlos. So as they're here in Texas, they probably not, but they definitely will be very, very soon. I know that I spoke with Carlos not too long ago, and I believe they've got some scheduled shows here for some of the other artists that he has here in Dallas and in Houston area very, very soon as well. But you know, take a listen here. How did you come across paths, you know, to work and to get on this album here with the single that you got that's "I Love You So" with Danny Trejo?
Yeah, well, like how I said, like originally I got the call. It was with Carlos and Pepe Marquez, to talk about like moving forward with La Cima music.
Hmm.
Once I got going and, with them, well, Carlos again actually writes and produces music for, Trejo, the Trejo
Okay.
music.
Wow. Okay.
And so when, and it was so funny because the first time that I went over to Danny Trejo's house,
Hmm.
and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm so nervous. I gotta look great, blah, blah, blah. And so I walk in and he is just the coolest cat ever. Like he's just so humble, so just like, hey mijita, how's it going? Nah, nah, nah. And yeah, and I remember one time we were like going out. I'm kind of getting off topic, but this is a great little story because I
No,
love
go
it.
ahead. Go ahead.
But I was like, all dressed up, and I had like my red rose and da da da. And we were going to it was like around Halloween, but it was like a big show in LA. So we showed up, and Danny Trejo, he looks at me and he was like, "Oh, and mijita." He's like, "You just dressed to kill, don't you?" And I'm like, yeah, yeah, Danny, I do. And so he's just a great guy and amazing. And, he has amazing singers. And, he has Coda as well, Tara New, Amora. And so when we go over there and, with his crew, and then they just started getting going and with the album, the Trejo album, and with me being there, we kind of just like worked together. And then I Love You So is dropping, and we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna put that on the
Yeah.
the compilation. And so it just all worked out, and I'm very, very, very blessed to be able to be a part of the CD, the volume 1. And Baby Bash is on there, Frankie J. There's just so many amazing, amazing, talented artists on there. I'm just blessed to be able to be a part of it.
Yes, and if you're out there and you guys are, I'm sure everybody out there is familiar with Spotify, but this is what you'll definitely see out there right there. As the
Yes.
Oldies Are Forever Volume 1, Trejo's Musics, and everybody's on there. Raquel is on there, Baby Bash, Frankie J, Pepe Marquez, like she said, Amora. There's quite a few artists on this here, and this is Volume 1, all right? So look for that also on her Spotify. When you're searching, and the song is going to pop up as well there, so add that to your playlist and whatnot. Um,
Yeah.
so again, we're joining. If you're just joining us, we're talking with Raquel. She is from Fresno, California. Another artist out there that's out there. We wanted to shed some light on because we got to keep it brown and proud. You know what I mean? So, and it's
Yes.
the music that you've got right there. Like I said, it's just amazing. We want to play a song for everybody out there, so that way they can get familiar with your music if they have not heard this one. And this one was your debut single. Let's get to that one first before we get to Tócame. Okay, so this one here is Please Mr. Postman. All right, this is we're going to play this for everybody that's tuned in out there right now. So again, take a listen, and we'll be right back here in just a bit with some more Raquel. All right, so take a listen to this song, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming up for you right here, and we thank everybody that's tuned in right now. Thank you so much for watching.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, Mr. Postman. Oh yeah, please, Mr. Postman. Oh yeah.
Yes, that was just a cold stop right there.
Yeah.
But it was outstanding. Again, you would want to take the music and share it with the world, to let everyone know what she's all about. Raquel, Fresno, California, outstanding, amazing track right there. You put your voice on, again, a cover song, but you just killed it.
Thank you.
Definitely.
It was a lot of fun. And especially like shooting the music video, that was a lot of fun. It
Yes.
was at the Kearney Mansion here in Fresno, California. And the Kearney Mansion is actually haunted. And
Wow. Okay.
it was built in, I believe, like 1920.
Hmm.
And like it's beautiful. And we were inside, we were like in all the different rooms and everything. So definitely go on YouTube, guys, and check that out.
Yes. And I was just going to say that you do have a video out there, available on YouTube. You have several videos out. You got a couple of videos out, if I'm not mistaken, on your YouTube channel. How could they reach you on YouTube? Just
Yeah, just go to La Cima Music, and you'll see all of ours, like mine, Pepe Marquez. You'll see all of ours, and Mr. Postman is on there. We just finished doing "I Love You So," but I know we'll get to that. But
Oh,
"I Really
yes,
Love
yes.
You" is on there as well. "I Really Love You" we shot downtown LA, and
Hmm.
that was really cool setting.
Awesome. That's the latest single that you have right now.
That
I
was
love
the
you
last
so.
one yes, the current, the one that we just released is I Love You So, because that
Okay.
one was on the Soldies Volume 1
Sold
with
this.
the Trejo compilation.
And that's the one you're currently, you just finished up the video on that one, right? You were saying? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good
this
deal.
last weekend, it was super cute. I loved it. And I actually had a love interest, an actor. His name is Xavier. He was really cool, and we shot that kind of like in the mountain area. It was really romantic. I don't know. And it was funny because at one point we were like sitting on a blanket, and we were like, and the cameras and everything like going around us. And Gabby is our videographer, who is Carlos's daughter. Actually, she's
Hmm.
amazing videographer. And so they're like all going around, and everybody's around us. They're like, okay, well, being live. So we look at each other, and I'm like, we started telling each other riddles to like get each other to laugh. And so we were like saying like jokes to each other and stuff, and we would just bust up laughing. And it was really cute, and he was super sweet.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That's awesome. That's an amazing
Yeah.
story right there. What? So again, Raquel, everybody that's watching right now, they're not familiar with your music. Again, we have a song also that like you said, it's a little reggaeton, cumbia style song, Tócame. Tell me
Yeah.
a little bit about that song right now before we get to it.
Yeah, toca, oh my gosh. So Carlos, again, my manager producer, and he writes these amazing songs. Like, and so, like, I listen to him, I'm like, dude, like, this is, and he has so much, like, still, like, just
Hmm.
like, there. But when he was like, okay, this is the one you're gonna do, like, and I was like, I just see like dancers and just like going crazy on the stage with this.
Hmm.
And a little fun fact about me is like, I've learned more Spanish just learning the Spanish songs that I sing.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So when I would get like, sometimes like I'm up there or like on stage or like singing, and it's like Spanish, 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 and I get off and everybody's talking to me in Spanish, and I'm like, see, but I'm like, me siento muy excited, you know. But I love it, and Tocame is just such a great song to just dance to, and it's hyped up in the clubs. And like I like how I said, I work with a lot of students, and my high schoolers, my seniors, they're like, oh my gosh, this song is so lit. I'm like, thanks guys, and they're doing like TikToks off of Tocame. A lot of them are doing like viral TikTok songs to it.
Hmm.
It's really cool. And so I had backup dancers when we did Tocame, and I did Tocame when I opened up for AB, Quintanilla, in Visalia, California. And it was just like the song took off. And so
Oh.
they were like playing it, in some clubs in Vegas, in Reno,
Hmm.
and even on the East Coast. And so this next song is just, it's going crazy. So it's
That is
really
awesome.
exciting.
we're definitely going to shed some light on it right now and let everybody take a listen to it again. So we wanted to share your music with the world, and that's what we're doing here today. Raquel, Tócame is the name of the song, so take a listen to this. If you're watching live with us, share the video right here at the Keith Leal Radio Show, HoustonTejanoHits.com, and we are live also streaming on YouTube as well. Check this one out.
Tengo muchas ganas de bailar contigo. As we dance so closely, me encanta que te excito. Forget about everything cuando estés conmigo. Your hands on my body es todo lo que te pido. Ay, Dios mío, toca, toca, tócame. Como si fuera la primera vez que me tocas. Touch me, hold me, feel me. Come get me more of what I've been waiting for. Toca, toca, tócame. Ven a darme una noche de locura. Touch me, hold me, come feel me. Y ya veremos si inventamos una travesura. Move your body warm like fire. Dance a little closer to me, 'cause that's what I desire. You set me on fire every time we touch. There's nothing that I want so much. Me tiene loca tu manera de bailar. Pegaditos vamos a gozar. Forget about everything cuando estés conmigo. Your hands on my body es todo lo que te pido. Ay, Dios mío, toca, toca, tócame. Como si fuera la primera vez que me tocas. Touch me, hold me, feel me. Come get me more of what I've been waiting for. Toca, toca, tócame. Ven a darme una noche de locura. Touch me, hold me, come feel me. Y ya veremos si inventamos una travesura. Ya veremos si inventamos una travesura. Ya veremos si inventamos una travesura.
And there you have it right there. That was it. Tócame. Yes, yes. And she was getting down off camera there, singing her own song. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you again, Raquel, for joining us here on this Sunday afternoon right here on the Keith Leal Radio Show live. The two songs we just played there, Please Mr. Postman, Tócame, is available to stream and download on all digital platforms. So if you're out there and you're watching and you like the music, go out there and add it to your playlist, okay? Look her up. She's on Spotify as well. Go out there and check it out. Let's see my music. Artist, Raquel. So again, awesome, awesome, outstanding.
Yeah, thank you.
So what a few more questions here before we do let you decide to go here. What has been one of your your best on-stage moments thus far?
And I'm not even saying this just like lightly, but it was last night.
Yeah.
It was last night. As an artist, like, and to just like being in the whole, like, this industry, this world, like, we have these moments where we're like, oh my gosh, like, we've worked so hard and we really got to this moment, like this pinnacle moment. But it was me on stage. I was singing I Love You So, which is an original, and that's the one that got released. It's on the Soldies Volume 1. But everybody was singing it.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it's not a cover. It was written by Carlos. It's my vocals, my song.
Your song.
And I started crying. It was just so emotional, and I was singing it, and everybody was singing it, and so I turned my mic to the audience, and they were just singing every single word, and I started crying. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like this. And we do, like, there's so much that I could say, because music, it's just a universal language that brings all of us together, right?
Yes.
We could like disagree on a lot of different things, but when people, like, just listen to music, they could all agree. Like, that, like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like, music, just, if you're having a bad day, listen to music. If you're having a great day, listen to music. But when it brings people together, and especially, like, when you're on that stage and you have everybody with you, and in my, Fresno, I live 5 minutes away, from where we were performing. It was just such a movement. Yeah.
Awesome. Any other musical influences along the way that you have right now? I mean, like you said, you've got some years under your belt, singing. Anyone that influenced you at a younger age that you want to mention here?
Well, I mean, I sound like kind of like, like everybody, just, you probably know what I'm going to say, but
Oh
because,
yeah.
because I mean, like, Selena alone was just,
Mhm.
I have, like, no words,
Right,
without
right.
this amazing woman, and that was just blessed the world with her legacy, and it still, like, goes on. And like, just her showing the world, like, like, this can happen,
Yes.
naturally,
Mm.
organically. Just be
Yeah.
yourself and do what you do. And I did her song in fourth grade, and after that I just, kept going. And but definitely, her, other influences. I'm very country. I grew up very country. I mean, I play guitar too. My dad actually taught me how to play guitar. So my dad, was huge, influence on me in my life, and he taught me how to play. My brothers are musicians. My other brother's a rapper. So music just runs,
Yes.
deeply in our roots.
Hmm.
And I mean, I'm Miranda Lambert. There's, Karen Waldrop. Karen
Hmm.
Waldrop. And even just look her up. She's amazing. She actually, like, really triggered singing and playing guitar at the same time. So I do that as well. But just along the way, and being in, like, in my hometown, and meeting and greeting with so many just influences around me. And,
Yeah.
there's amazing singers in my area as well. Elena Bancourt, I follow her religiously. Mercedes, Sonia, she sings with August now. Rosa, she's in Visalia, California. I mean, there's so many that I want to just name, but the musicians alone, and they're just amazing. And I mean, of course, my manager Pepe Marquez, and how
Okay.
he's bringing me, and Carlos, Guillen, bringing me on the journey. They just all taught me. Everybody that I've just come across,
Hmm.
they've all taught me so many different things. And
Definitely accepted you with open arms, and that's great to
yeah,
have some great people behind you that way. Because a lot of people don't, and they struggle to get to where they're at today. And then we were talking about some things earlier as well. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a
no,
lot of hard work, to get where you're at today. You just got to keep working at it, and it'll definitely unfold. But again, it can take months, or it can take years.
years.
So that's that. Congrats and props to you, and a big shout out to your team and everybody behind you as well, for supporting you 110%. Uh, you know, uh, we have another, not another song, but we have some questions here that we want to get to. If anybody has any questions for Raquel, feel free to drop them in the comments box. We got Irene Mendoza, who's watching from Glendale, Arizona. Bobby Castañeda también, also from Califas. He's got us tuned in as well. Ricky Duran is also logged in as well. It says Jamtastic. I guess that was due to the song that we just played.
Oh,
So
yay! Thank you, Ricky.
awesome, awesome, awesome. So if you guys got any comments or anything you'd like to add, just feel free to drop them in the box, and or any questions for Raquel, we'll be more than happy to post them there for you. Um, Again, your music is definitely out on all streaming platforms. So we would encourage everybody out there that's watching, if they're listening or watching, definitely go out there and stream it live. I mean, as to add it to your playlist, to Spotify, whatever platform that you use. Everybody has their favorite, but it's available, and it's available to stream and download. Search the music of Raquel. Tocame, she's got Please Mr. Postman, and another couple of songs on there as well. So it's to go out there, and the album that she's working on right now is already finished up. So it will be out very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that as well. And follow her on her social media pages. Where can they look you up there on social media?
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook. I mean, the whole 9 yards. I'm available across the board. But on Instagram, Raquel Ramirez 559. Because if you go straight to my Instagram, in my bio, I have my little link tree. You guys can click on that, and it'll take you to everything. It'll take you to my Facebook. It'll take you to all of my YouTube music videos. You can buy the Trejo compilation CD, the CD. You could just like everything. So if you go straight to my Instagram, click on the link in bio, you can, it'll take you to everywhere. Facebook as well, Raquel Ramirez 559.
There you go. There you have it right there. That's there again. Any advice that you would give to any of the youngsters out there that are willing to definitely take a chance to get into the music business? Any good advice that you have that you would offer?
Don't be afraid.
Or any words of encouragement, should I say?
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Do not be afraid to be yourself. And if you're scared, do it scared. Okay? As long as it's going to be in the good, in the right, positive direction, no matter what you are thinking to do, like, man, I really want to do this, or I want to get started on this, or so on. Don't listen to those negative thoughts in your head, because they're there. I have them all the time.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you're scared, and sometimes you're nervous, and it's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world, but there's also things out there that make you second guess. But just know what you want to do. Just have a solid plan. And if you're scared or you're nervous, do it scared. Okay? Yeah. Because no matter what, you're going to get through it. And even if you mess up or you have hiccups, like, oh well, things happen. Or you never know. If you want to start that business, or you want to write that song, or you want to, go out there and sing over here or whatever, you're going to mess up. Oh, wow. There's worse things in life. Just keep doing it. Stay true to yourself and put yourself out there. Just be yourself and help as many people as possible do what they want to do as well. Just be that person, be that point person that other people can go to, as a solution solver. Be that help.
Yeah, definitely. They can use that here in Texas all around the board, that advice. And we're talking about established artists as well, okay? Sad but true.
Do it scared.
Yeah. And we would like to send a big shout out to Esther Anaya Garcia. Also, it's an awesome interview with Raquel. Like the last song, Greetings from Glendale again. So she'll definitely love the last song. Timothy Gonzalez also says Raquel. And let's see, La Cima Music also chimed in here. Let's see what they got to say again. Thanks for the interview, Keith. The team appreciate it. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
We definitely appreciate you guys for taking the time to allow us to do this interview today. It's Carlos Guillen. También a big shout out to him for making everything all possible today. Everybody, all your team, and everyone behind you as well. So a big thank you and a big shout out to those guys as well. Again, so any last words, Raquel?
No, just yes. Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you, Keith, for having me. I appreciate your love and support, and thank you everybody out there and near and far. And it's a very exciting journey, and I am I know it's literally just the beginning.
It definitely is just
And
the
it's
beginning
gonna
for you.
be, yeah, it's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah.
And you know, my whole mission is just to be able to be in a position to positively impact as many people as I possibly can, you know, through music.
Yes.
You know, be able to support and do everything through music. So thank you everybody.
Awesome. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful right there. Raquel Ramirez, again, ladies and gentlemen, Fresno, California. Go out and search her. She's on all social media platforms. Again, she's got her link bio there on Instagram, so you can look her up there, and everything else will pop out for everyone out there. So you can follow her today, keep up with her music. She's got a few songs that are out, available on all digital platforms, streaming. Add them to your playlist. Go out there, support the music today. I mean, she's got some cumbia. She's got some of the she got Please Mr. Postman. She, like I said, she killed that song. I love it. I mean, it was just that's what stopped me and caught my eye the very first time. Like, wow, this sound. She's got an amazing voice, doing great things. So keep up the great work, Raquel. As would definitely look forward to having you on the show again later on, very very soon when the album hits, hits the streets. Let us know, and we'll definitely share some more of your music with the world out there.
Will do. Thank you so much. Thank you guys.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Take care.